The New York Knicks defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers 101-97 in game one of their first round series matchup. And as a Cavs fan, I can honestly tell you it was really underwhelming. I'm going to talk about it and let you know how I feel personally, but I got to give the Knicks credit where it's due. The Knicks dominated most of the game. I thought that there were a lot of points where it looked like they were going to run away. The Knicks were up in this game by 10 points, I think at like 3 or 4 different times. And every time the Cavs would go on a little bit of a run and bring it within a one-score game, the Knicks would go on a run themselves and just to take back over the game like they had been for most of it. And a lot of the concerns that Cleveland fans had going into it were very much so, we had to come to terms with them and we realized them and faced them firsthand because the Knicks' depth was way better than the Cavs. We saw that. The Knicks defensively actually, I think, outperformed the Cavs, which is insane considering the Cavs were by far, at least in the regular season, the better defensive team. And coaching-wise, Thibodeau came with a game plan, and it worked. And I will get into the coaching matchup in just a second because, boy, do I have some things to say about Bickerstaff. But, nevertheless, Donovan Mitchell was able to put on a performance, as he always happens to do in game ones. Like I don't think like there's a guy who has like some better game ones. Like I think his past 5, he's had at least 35 points. In this one, Donovan Mitchell put on a bit of a clinic, 38 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. So he was money. He was money in this game. That being said, it just was not enough. And I think that there were 2 things in this game that really, I think, changed things for the Cavs. Because if you look at the stats and if you watch the game, really, these were 2 very evenly matched teams. Like, it's not like, the Cavs were turning the ball over more than the Knicks. It's not like the Cavs were shooting the ball worse than the Knicks. They were actually shooting the ball better from both 3-point and from the field. The big thing that stood out to me as I watched the game was rebounding. And it just was very clear that Jared Allen and Evan Mobley were just getting beat in the paint, as both on offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds. Like the Knicks in this game had offensive rebounds, Knicks had 17 and Cleveland had 11. Overall, Cavs got out-rebounded 51-38. That's not great, man. That's not great. And again, you have 2 7-footers. I don't care what people say about Evan Mobley being 6'8". He's 7 feet tall. So you have 2 7-footers who, one of whom in Jared Allen is a very experienced and very good center, and another one in Evan Mobley who's an up-and-coming guy, but still a guy you expect to be up there and battling for those rebounds. Yet they lost a lot of those battles, and it created so many second chance, third chance opportunities for the New York Knicks. Robinson basically did whatever the hell he wanted in the paint, and that was a guy you couldn't have beat you. Like, when it was announced that Julius Randle was going to play, yeah, sure, I expected Randle to go off and get his, but for Robinson to be as much of a factor in this game as he was, like, that was one of the death nails for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like, they just didn't create enough second chance opportunities for themselves. It bit them pretty badly in the foot. And it sucks. It sucks because I really thought, especially like the way they were playing down the stretch, I was like, they're going to find a way to get back into it. And they did. The Cavs got back into the game. They had a 1-point lead at one point in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter. And then I saw the worst matchup I've ever seen at least 3 times that I can remember just off the top of my head. With just minutes left in the game, Jalen Brunson, who's burned the Cavs for 20-plus in this game, and he burned the Cavs a few times in the regular season. They're playing ISO. And they put Cedi Osman. I love Cedi Osman. I love Osman. He's a grinder. He's the type of guy you need on your team. And he's the type of guy that comes up big in the playoffs. But when it's not working, you have to make adjustments. And Bickerstaff and the coaching staff at no point decided to intervene. And like, I know it's up to the players at that point to be like, all right, cool. Okay, Cedi, we love you, but you're not going to be able to guard Brunson. And the players didn't do it. Bickerstaff should have came in and said, hey, Cedi, no. Either take him out of the game, change up or just change up who's guarding who, because my God, Brunson was doing whatever the hell he wanted when Cedi Osman was guarding him. It was a shit show for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I'm there watching the game, and I'm just sitting there amazed that nobody has seen what I've seen apparently for the last 3 series, where Brunson is just doing whatever the hell he wanted. And that's how he got to 27 points. That's how the Knicks closed out this game. It was absolutely the coaching down the stretch. I was just appalled by. And this Bickerstaff, a guy who I've been saying should be in consideration for head coach of the year. Now, not so much. I don't know, man. I love Cedi, but how do you not make that adjustment in the fourth quarter, knowing you're gonna get burned? I'm looking at it and I'm just like, dude, he's got. I love Cedi, but he's not gonna be able to defend and keep up with Brunson, and he wasn't. And then you had Jarrett Allen, who was a little bit out of position and wasn't able to get back into the paint enough. So whenever Brunson got around Osman, he just basically had a free lane, easy layup, and the lead kept getting extended. Every time the Cavs would climb back in, the Knicks would just take what the Cavs handed to them on a silver freaking platter. It doesn't spell good. This does not spell good for the Cleveland Cavaliers moving forward. I ain't happy about it. And look, I know we're going to MSG, which is a place the Knicks have struggled playing at, but after the performance that the Cavs put in tonight, and I mean overall, it's hard for me to believe that they're going to be able to beat this team in a 4-game series. Cavs in 5, because I'm a ride with my Cavs, but it's going to be difficult. Adjustments need to be made. You cannot allow in the fourth quarter, in that close of a game, for the Knicks to get easy buckets like the way they did. And you cannot allow for the Knicks in the fourth quarter of the game to get as many offensive rebounds as they did. It was frustrating, infuriating, absolutely just disgusting, in my opinion. I was just so, Anyway, they're going to be playing again. Guys, we're going to be covering a lot of the games here on youtube.com/Real Take Sports. Be sure to subscribe at Real Take Sports on Twitter for all your sporting related needs. Let me know in the comments section what you thought of the game, what matchups you're looking most forward to throughout the series and the playoffs in general. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, though, be happy, be healthy, enjoy the NBA playoffs, and as always, keep it real.